I got these goddamn.
Uh, uh, Episode 57 of the Goodfellas podcast. As you can see, we got Blunt in the building. No Jeff right now, but obviously you'll be in there soon. Um, Blunt, what do you want to say to the people? In fact, before we even go any further, this is on G5 Jeff TV as well as Boxing First Vlog. So if you're watching it on Boxing First Vlog, obviously hit the like button and subscribe button. If you're watching it on G5 Jeff TV, hit the like button and subscribe button and go to the other channels and do the same. So you already know if we've been plugging Blunt for however long. So it's time to share the distribution. What's up, Blunt?
Shit, man. Let's get to this breaking news. Let's get to this street controversies. Let's talk boxing. You know what it is.
I mean the topic that's hot for today, and shout out to YSM because YSM added a little bit of fuel to that. Is anytime Boots' name's in the news, don't expect YSM to be real close to it. So shout out to YSM. You know he's always part of the team. You know he's a big part of what we got going on right now. So shout out to him. Um, yeah. Basically, Boots, or Porter, should I say, he had some quite disparaging comments for Boots, saying that he's overrated. What did you think of that? What did you think of it coming from Sean Porter? And why do you think he said it now?
Uh, it's 10. Hold on, bro.
He's got them aeroplanes. He lives right next to the airport, so that's how it goes. But yeah, Boots had a retaliation. But yeah, go ahead, Blunt.
There we go. There we go. Check this out though. I thought it was how it go when the guard changes. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have the youngsters talking about the older stable, and now it's just reverse. You know what I mean? Where you got a true vet, respected vet, one that still got one of the top resumes in the game, regardless of win loss record.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I think it's just he's closer to that A plus side, which is the Spencers, the Crawfords. He kind of knows those guys more,
What?
respects their game a little more,
Why?
and
But
just
why?
does.
I was gonna ask you a question. Why do you think he said it now, after years of almost praising Boots, and now he's retired on the other side of the
This
fence?
is where you go with the narrative. Remember, we was talking about that when we talked about the scorecard guys on the ring
Mm-hmm.
side. Like this may be something discussed before the production, and just to throw a little salt out there. You know what I mean? Kick up a little dust. I don't know if how I didn't hear it, so I can't verbatim say it was disrespectful. It could have been respectfully said. I don't know. Y'all would have to tell me that, or the folks that actually heard his wordplay, because you can read it any way you want to read something like that, but you can always tell how somebody sounds, their facial expressions, things like that when they say something like that. So if you want to look at it disrespectfully, like I said, it's a changing of the guards, and and
I
and
mean,
and it's like,
it's
look, I'm gonna be honest. If you're in Sean Porter's position, who else right now could you really beat and say I'm back in, I'm A plus again? Like it would have to be somebody like Boots. So maybe you're trying to set yourself up to make one hard run at it again. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I get that. You know where it seems a bit weird for me is because he's for years spoken very highly of Boots, positively of Boots. So for him to say that he's, and I agree with who's that in the chat, Jeff. And I agree with you, Blunt, because in my opinion, bro, I feel like sometimes you can say someone's overrated, but still not disrespect them. You see my point? Like maybe he didn't mean it in a disrespectful manner. So it all depends on context because I can be like, you know what, bro? Floyd Mayweather is, or not Floyd Mayweather, Mike Tyson, in my opinion, I think Mike Tyson was overrated, but I still think he's an all time great. You see my point? So it
Yeah.
depends on what context you're saying it in. So when it comes to Sean Porter himself, I just feel like some people may have taken it out of proportion. But in my opinion, I just feel like this is a person who's praised Boots for a while. I just feel like I have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Man. That's what I believe.
Oh, it's
The
on
floor
me.
is yours.
Okay. Yeah, I heard the explanation that he gave. It wasn't too far off of what Shane has said in the past, what I've said in the past. Like, obviously, we see that he looks like he physically is one of the most gifted guys you ever going to see. Um, just when you use the word overrated, most of the time it comes with the initial thought is negative. But when he actually broke it down, to be honest with you, he sounded like me. He just want to
But
see it.
to be honest, and this you guys know I have no hatred for Boots, but to a certain degree and to a certain type of people, Boots is overrated to a certain degree. The reason why I say that is because to some people, Boots doesn't need those tests that every other fighter needs in the world to be an elite fighter. You see my point, Jeff? You know, like to some people, Boots is already elite without even having those acid tests.
He
You see
talking
my
about
point?
me. He talking about me. So just to
That's
No,
what
clear
it
it up for the
sound. That's
folks
what
in
it
the
sound
no,
chat.
like.
no, no, no. But you know what though? But I'm not even talking about Blunt. The reason why I'm not talking about Blunt is because Blunt says fighters are elite even though they haven't even had tests. Because he says Tarbu's elite. So
Shit, shots
so
fired. God damn, Shane. I'm
so.
gonna be in that mouth like a fart in the wind fucking with him.
There's people who set certain standards for certain people but don't set them for others. And I just feel like that's what people do for Boots. You see my point?
I um
I don't know.
I you know what, the best way for me to explain it, um there's no reason for me to believe that Boots is not gonna be the king at 147 at some point. Um all I want for him to do is just get the opportunities to show me. That's it. But I mean, you can make the argument he's probably, we're talking probably, um, I would say all time. I would say probably around top maybe 20 to 25 just in history, just guys, and you just look at him and you just like, you know, he's going to be the king. Like we haven't
Well,
had many, we haven't had many in the history of boxing where you can just take a look at a guy and you like, he's it.
So
Boots has
let me
that
ask
type
you
of
a
look.
question.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you know, we know what his skills are.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say it's out of his control for that show me. At what point do you say, okay, those mega fights didn't happen, but that does not take away from what he actually is, pound for pound, a top
the,
guy on the planet Earth. So I mean,
the,
just like
the,
bro, like I
the,
mean,
the,
when is it in his out of his control to get not you per se, but just
Question.
people in general
It's a good
over
no,
question.
that?
no, I get what you mean, bro. And
Good question.
I'll answer it, but then I'll answer it twice. So the first answer is, in my opinion, no one ever has that opportunity. No one ever doesn't have that. Everybody's gonna get that eventually, especially with someone who's
I don't agree to
building
that.
up. And
Andrew ain't
tell me
never got
why.
that Andrew ain't never got that opportunity.
He ain't retired yet. He ain't retired yet. He ain't
No,
retired
but
yet.
yeah, but you
But
said
you know what? That's a good point.
But
Andre
look,
didn't
I
get.
got
You
another.
know what? That's a good point.
I got an
That's
old
a
school
good
name
point.
for you. I got an old school name for you. Bernard Hopkins.
Now he got that, bro.
he got plenty. He got plenty of
10
He got
opportunities.
fucking years running, bro.
Bro,
So come
even
on
right.
listen,
now.
No, but he.
a vlog. Even when he was young, he got the Roy opportunity.
That's what I was about to say, but we fought
So
Roy.
he got opportunities on the front end and the back end.
Now,
I disagree with you. He wouldn't have been campaigning so hard
What
if
what is there?
it was that way. If it was just so those opportunities are there. You still have to do this B level run. But those big opportunities there, they weren't for him, bro. He was on
Now
Tuesday night fights for almost 10 years.
now what happened back in the day during those times when you lost a title fight or you lost a big fight, you had to work your way back up the ranks. So that's what he did. But it took him a long time to get his other opportunities. I'll give you that. But
No,
All right, so okay,
to give you my initial answer, bro. To me, I feel like, and I'm being honest, I feel like Terence Crawford never had that opportunity because if we're being all the way 100, he hasn't fought an elite opponent.
all
But
right.
sometimes,
Yeah, but we can say that's not their fault. Like that's Bob. This was
no,
Boots. We talking 28 fights in, bro, with a knockout ratio that's the tops in welterweight. So tell me why he hasn't gotten one name. So
no,
that I mean,
but eventually, bro, looking at Boots, bro, there's nobody in the world that can stand in front of me and tell me he's not going to get a world title shot, bro. There's no one that can tell me that.
okay,
Eventually, he's going to get a world title shot. And in that fight, whoever the opponent is, once you're fighting for a world title, bro, you're fighting for a world title. If you win that fight, I have to consider you a world champion. I have to. But I wanted to say this, just to touch on the Sean Porter thing just before we move on. This reminds me very much of when AJ was fighting Klitschko and Lennox Lewis was saying very, not disrespectful things, but he was almost belittling AJ's achievements. And it was almost like, in order for me to keep my achievement and my the era that I come from high, I have to belittle the performance of the one after me. I'm not saying Sean Porter's doing that, but let's say, for example, Boots goes out there and beats Bud. He beats Bud and he does a better job than Sean Porter does. All of a sudden, Sean Porter's performance against Bud or Spence doesn't look as good in the eyes of the public. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. I'm just entertaining a narrative.
I get you on the errors. That's what I spoke on it. Like I said, when you change that guard, sometimes it's a change that's fair, equal, respectful, and then it's a change where you kind of got an OG that just never liked this next crop. You know what I mean? Like you had that difference with Terence Crawford on one side and the Russells on the other. It can come like that with the game. You know, everybody ain't this ain't cuddles and hugs and shit. You feel me? Like this boxing, so you're gonna have some animosity. It's just guys like Porter aren't as aggressive with it. So if he got some smoke, he gonna word it, you know, like a commentator would.
I like this comment. I like this initial comment, and I like the way he tried to clean it up. Like he just wants to see him under them lights. And
for his whole career, Boots has had everybody just praising. So for once, he's getting a little bit of criticism. But and I wouldn't even call it criticism.
I'm gonna say this: he getting criticism from a guy that's not "quote unquote" a consummate boxer. Now, if this was Sean Porter's a fighter.
But Sean is of course, Boots is young, but Porter is earned the right to talk.
I'm talking about the difference in between what we know. Okay, this is boxing, and in boxing you have fighters, and then you have true boxers. Boots is the boxer, so you're getting a difference of styles. You know what I mean? Sean probably appreciate more of the ruggedness that he went through with Spence. That he probably don't think Boots has been in rugged fights like that. Why? Maybe because he whitewashing everybody. So I think there's still another step to why there's a bit of a difference in between what he feels Boots style and accomplishments are.
Yeah, I mean, and that's always going to be the line for some guys. You know, with Boots, you know, his two biggest victories are Lipinets and Tomas Delorme. If this was other fighters we were speaking of, and we said those two fighters are their best victories, we would be questioning the resume. Am I correct?
We wouldn't be putting them in the conversation with pound for pound fight.
Correct, but that's what I'm saying.
That's true. Some of us wouldn't. Some of us may actually appreciate the skill and rank the skill.
The skill.
I understand resume is a part of it, but if you're so elite skill-wise, for somebody like myself, and that's only who I'm speaking for, sometimes that skill can overshadow a resume because, again, you really can't control the names that actually come dancing. You see what I'm saying? So I tend to not try to hold it against a fighter like Tagu. like a couple of the names on my top 10 outside the radar welterweight. So you can't. I don't think we can always hold it against these guys if they actually are showing us skill and showing us.
Jeff, them comments, Jeff.
Hold on, I'm not. Let me before I get in the comments. The thing about that, Blunt, is I don't want to, like, somebody can have all the skill in the world, but I have to see your skill get tested at some point. And that's where kind of the line is for me. So in some senses, I agree with you. In the boot sense, I agree with you. Like if you ask me who's the top 10 pound for pound in terms of just talent, he's in my top 10. But my general like pound for pound list, he wouldn't be on it because his resume don't stack up, and that's a big part of my category. You know what I'm saying?
I got him on my top 10. I can't say he in the top 5 because of the belt situation. And again, like I said, I do get it. That's part of your resume accomplishment.
But he's not in your top 5 partially because of resume.
And I agree. That's why I'm saying you're not wrong, and I don't think I'm fully right either. It's just when we talking to the folks, I'm trying to give them another way to kind of analyze boxing a little bit.
Yeah, we in the same room. You know what I'm saying? We in the same room. Let me get these comments real quick. Where do we leave off, bro? Oh, I got you.
The top. You read one comment all day.
He gave Boots praise in the segment, though. I just think he used the wrong words. He did give him praise. He gave him praise. He just want to see it. That's all. Do y'all think Boots has holes defensively? I think every fighter, no fighter is invincible defensively. Every fighter has some type of flaw defensively. He hasn't been in the ring with anyone yet, or he hasn't been in a situation yet for us to find out whether he does have holes or not.
I mean, I think there is one, because I feel like he gets complacent and he leaves himself open, Shane, which is a form of defensive flaw.
But Shane, is that thought process not based off of one punch?
That's based off of several fights. Fights.
What fights have you seen where you seen?
I remember he fought that Urgarov dude or whatever that dude's name was. Urgarov or whatever. I can't even remember the dude's name. Now, I'm not saying that Boots got hit by anything, but he stood in the pocket and he stood on the ropes and let the dude tee off on him. And that was purely and simply down to the fact that he found the fight so easy and comfortable that he decided to stand there and try a showboat.
Now, did he block the shots? Did he block the shots?
Because of the dude he's fighting's delivery system's just not that good. But in my opinion, an elite fighter would take advantage of that opportunity.
Right. But he's smart enough to not do that against a
How do you know that?
Hold up.
How do you know that? He a Philly dude. He ain't stupid.
Bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. That's fake.
Listen, bro. To answer this particular question and answer it directly, he's still learning. So I wouldn't say he has defensive holes. He's still somebody that's learning, because as the competition goes up, his skill has to improve and match that. He has it. He just actually has to bring it to the table. So what Shane said about the earlier fight is true. You could have been so comfortable, you just gonna sit back, kind of make it interesting because it is entertainment. So you get that underdog sort of crowd going, and next thing you know, you knock this dude out. So those sort of things can happen in boxing from an entertainment value. But if you look at the last fight, when he caught that shot and he walked back to the corner after knocking dude out, the first thing he looked at his peoples and was saying, should have had that up. So
but I will say this though, Blunt, in agreeing with you, sometimes when you're fighting elite fighters, you don't get the opportunity. Luis Ortiz probably said, I wish I had my hands up when Wilder hit me with that shot. Guess what? He was on the floor by the time he realized. So sometimes you don't get that opportunity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just tell you this: ain't nobody in the welterweight stinging that dude, bro. He showed a good chin when he took the shot. You act like
Delorme ain't no puncher, but if Crawford hit him with that shot, I guarantee you he ain't standing there and just walking forward.
If it ain't for putting paws on people, is he known for
fighting and losing? That's what he's known for, bro.
All right.
Delorme.
Okay,
Delorme
Shane,
is
you about to get on your ice cold today for sure.
Delorme's not pillow fisted, but he's not he
A
ain't
one
breaking
punch
down the
thing. I
walls.
got
Yeah,
it.
he's not breaking down the walls either. But
If Crawford hit him with that shot, he's not smiling, bro. I guarantee you that for free.
no,
He ain't smiling and just
it's a
walking
couple.
forward
It's a
like that.
couple.
We
It's
don't
a couple
know.
guys. It's a
We
couple
don't
guys
know.
at. It's a couple guys at 47. You know, he gets caught that clean by them. Like he's gonna it's gonna get his attention. Let's say that it's gonna get his attention. Let's get up in here, man. Clarence McLean in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. Yemi one. Big shout out to you. Roy Jones Jr. was that can't miss talent. That was probably outside of maybe Mike Tyson. That was probably the biggest like can't miss talent in terms of my own two eyes. And I was just like, the minute I seen him, I was like, he's gonna be the king of the sport. Yeah, but Roy is a can't miss. He was a can't miss talent. Clarence McLean watching Sean versus Boots would be like the uncle versus the nephew. That is funny. That's funny. But you know what though? The nephew need to fight the uncle in that case. That'd be a great look for Boots. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a great look for him. Go ahead, Vlog.
Better look for Porter. Is actually a better look for Porter. Because if Porter actually wanted to get back in with the guys he seemed to be friendly with in that upper echelon, he has to win against somebody like Boots. When me and Shane was on, I said that earlier. I think it's almost a better look for Porter. Because if he
it's more
if
beneficial.
He wins,
yeah,
if
it's
he
more.
Wins.
If he wins, yeah, but it's more. The opportunity obviously is more beneficial for Boots because he just hasn't had the opportunity. Sean has had every opportunity in the world to shine throughout his career.
Based on the losses on Sean's resume, it's almost a Delorme fight. The way y'all, to me, see, this is where we start going and crossing paths again because Sean Porter has lost enough that
Can I ask you a
question? Are you saying Sean Porter's like a Delorme?
Hold on, Shane. I got this. I
got his resume.
I got this. Vlog. How did you have Porter and Bud score before the knockdowns?
I had Bud. I mean Porter winning the fight. Even
okay.
With the knockdown.
Hold on. Follow me. Okay. Follow me. The Spence fight. How did you have it?
No, hold on. I had Porter winning the Spence fight. My bad. Now
I didn't winning the Spence fight.
Yeah. I didn't. I ain't gonna lie. I watched that Bud fight, but I didn't score it because I knew the knockdown was coming.
But it was a competitive fight, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think. But Porter made it. I mean, Bud made it competitive. Bud could have put the foot on the gas and probably got him out of there inside 6. Because I'm thinking Boots not gonna
Nobody's ever gotten Sean out of there within 6 though.
But these are elites. This is the upper echelon. Then they got handlebars. It's not like Thurman.
Well, you got to think about it, bro. He went the full distance with Spence. He went the full distance with Thurman, and Bud got him up out of there, and that was the last fight of his career. And he went the whole 12 with Danny.
I equate Boots more to Bud with power than I do a Spence.
Right.
And a Thurman.
You got a super chat, by the way.
I got you. But my point is because of how competitive he was with the top 3-4 guys, I can't throw Sean Porter's name and Delorme in the same sense. Because Delorme hasn't had the same
on Boots's resume. It would end up that way. Because once you see him in the loss category with all of the other guys that's lost, you'll see this getting midway to this loss level of 5-6 losses. How does that really look?
Yeah, but Sean a little different than Delorme. Still, you have a point. You have a point, but he's still different than Delorme, though. Delorme's been in with guys and with names, and he wasn't competitive. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the difference between the two.
As Shane said, a loss is a loss. I'm not.
But Shane's wrong on that, though.
Personally, though, right now, Sean Porter is at gatekeeper status. But he's still higher than Delorme, bro.
Yeah, he's still higher than Delorme.
Not on Boots' resume.
Sean Porter's not better than Delorme or Lipinets? When I start ranking, you talk about Shane being disrespectful. You being
I'm just saying
disrespectful.
When I start ranking losses and I'm putting it up to what I see on Boots' resume, I'm looking at it like y'all do. Like Delorme and this lipping his dude. Yeah, you beat
Sean
yeah.
don't beat neither one of those guys.
I
Yes,
don't know.
has Sean Flood, bro? Come
I
on,
don't
bro.
know, man.
Let's run through these comments, Jeff.
Yeah, man.
I'm not getting started. I'm not getting started with you today, man. I feel like you say shit just to get me started, bro. Adrian said
Lenar's in the
Tagu,
building as well. Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a long day.
Tagu better not get KO'd. Yeah, he better not, because I'm calling vlog. Oh, we already agreed on that. Lenar in the building. Big shout out to you, little bro. He said Boots get hit in the pocket a little bit when he gets aggressive, kind of like Crawford, but he is young enough to work and on that and get better.
Mm-hmm.
Yemi said, I appreciate it. Y'all fellas love the show. Hey, man, we appreciate you. Is this the first time? Andy said,
I've seen him before.
Super chat. Big shout out to you, family. Adrian, he just compared Tomas Delorme to Sean Porter. I
said on the resume, Adrian,
still nonsense. But you know,
all right. I thought my defense of my argument still stands. Like,
if you would have gave me another name other than Delorme, I'd have rolled with you.
But that's the last name on his resume.
Yeah, but I'd rather not say no name at all. Like Bernard said, Crawford couldn't get Sean out in 6. Porter pushed him to the 10th. He said,
personally, I would say this one thing, yeah, bro. And firstly, he says, then it was a controversial stoppage. I wouldn't say it's controversial, because controversial is something like, controversial means it's a stoppage that shouldn't have happened. At the end of the day, his corner threw in the towel. Nobody else threw in the towel. It was his corner. But I do understand what Blunt is saying about I'm not saying he could have stopped him in 6, but I do understand what Blunt is saying, because as soon as Bud flicked that switch, he got the stoppage. As soon as he flicked the switch, like the whole entire fight, he didn't really turn. Like as soon as he realized, the dude told him, "Oh, I'm down. Okay, let's fight." And as soon as he made that psychological switch in his head that I'm gonna fight, he got the stoppage. So I understand what Blunt is saying. But maybe if he made that stoppage, that switch earlier, he could have got the stoppage earlier. I'm not saying he would have. I'm just saying potentially.
Hold on. It's me, baby. I'm just saying.
But the thing is, he made a strategic change, and that's what got him the success that he got in the fight. I don't even think it was the mentality thing. Like, I just think he switched up his footwork and got him all the opportunities in the world. Because when he was going backwards the whole fight on a straight line. And
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We were talking about, we like, yo, pivot to the left and to the right.
But once he like said, I'm gonna hold my feet, in a sense, he got the stoppage. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, the shots that he knocked him down with, he didn't hold his feet on neither one of the shots though.
No, the first stoppage, the first knockdown, he held his feet, bro. The first knockdown, he held his feet.
Let me ask you this. Now, you said he changed his strategy. Now, to defend Shane, why isn't your mental wherewithal and your mental evaluation not a sense of change of strategy? Like, he mentally evaluated, oh, damn, I'm down. Obviously, he shouldn't be down. He's the better boxer. So he mentally turned the switch, which kicked in the rest of his physical ability. So I think you can change your strategy by your mental outlook on a fight. Like, you could get more aggressive, or you can get more intelligent about how you're fighting. So I don't think
his mentality didn't get him the knockdown, though. His strategy is what got him the knockdown.
No, but at the end of the day, that was down to the
hearing that he's losing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like, if I believe, bro, if he heard what me and Blunt's point is, maybe if he heard that earlier in the fight, he might have made that adjustment. Whatever adjustment you want to put it down to, he might have done that earlier.
I'm gonna tell you why. I'm not gonna say y'all wrong. I'm gonna tell you why I'm thinking different. Spence wasn't told that, and he made the same adjustment, but he wasn't told that.
But they're different. They're different.
Let me finish. He wasn't like Spence wasn't told that, and he made that strategic adjustment because he had 8-9 rounds worth of data, and he was smart enough to make the adjustments late. I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm leaning more towards that than him listening to Bomac say something and then he just flipped the switch.
No, the reason why I believe what me and Blunt are saying is because you can tell by his body language, bro. As soon as he hears he's down, look at his body language. He's like, all right, cool. Like, we're changing it. As soon as he hears that, you can see it in his body language, bro.
Can y'all tell me what
Tank and Barrios though?
But can y'all tell me what he did straight? Now I believe that. I believe. That one I believe. Because I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why. That was an actual fact. There was a lot of people that had Bud winning.
Yeah.
What Floyd told Tank, that was a fact. That was a fact.
Yeah.
So I believe that. You know what I'm saying? I believe.
No, but are you not telling me you did not see a conscious shift in Bud when he heard that, bro? There was a conscious shift, bro.
But he wasn't whipping his ass before that. It was the moment. It was Boots when he got the. Bud? When he got the knockdown, everything was pretty much even until that moment. Once
bro, he knocked him down in 15 seconds, bro.
Listen, that's what I'm saying. Once he got the first knockdown, then he started turning up. But what fighter?
Bro.
Listen,
I disagree with that.
You just said the first 15 seconds. You just
he went for it in the first 15 seconds.
Right.
He planted his feet in the first 15 seconds.
So he got knocked down within the first 15 seconds. And then I said, then he started turning up. I said, what fighter do you not know when this is not going to turn up after they get a knockdown?
But he started turning up once the bell started.
Within 15 seconds?
Before in the first second. Within the first second. Bro, you can see it in his body language, bro. Bro, listen. The whole fight,
Shane,
bro. This dude, bro.
Shane, listen. Body language don't get you knockdowns, bro. Body language don't get you knockdowns.
Punch output does, and his punch output increased in that first 15 seconds, bro.
It may start with mentality, but eventually you have to make strategic moves and make adjustments and land the proper shots.
I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm telling you, it was the fact that he knew he was losing that made him make those adjustments you're talking about, bro.
Bro, that's a quick ass switch. 15 seconds, that's a quick ass switch, Shane.
Bro, you're talking about dudes. Bro, I've seen dudes get knocked down. Bro, I've seen dudes get knocked down in a fight and instantly they switch. As soon as they get up, they just switch. As soon as they get up, they switch. I've seen that numerous times in fighting.
Bro, I'm just saying that's a quick ass switch, bro.
Bro, it doesn't take much for your mind to switch, bro. It's just a moment. All it takes is a moment, bro.
Bro, it takes a moment for you to switch your mentality, but you still got to go through a process that has success, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying that, but his mentality switched. It's like when Beterbiev was fighting.
Baby, we can't hear you.
One second.
Bro. No, he's talking. Hold on, he's talking and we can't hear him.
No, he's on the phone.
Oh, he's on the phone.
No, he's on the phone.
Okay, my bad, bro.
When Beterbiev fought Brown, bro, as soon as he got the head clash, are you telling me you didn't see a switch? Instantly.
So I'm gonna give you this.
Man, my bad. Y'all ain't
I thought you were talking to us the whole time. Now,
y'all can't hear me. Hold on,
somebody gets a head clash,
I know
that'll change your mentality as well. So I would lean more towards that than Bomac saying something.
Bro, I believe
argument, man.
Yeah,
we got 1,000 comments in here, bro.
Let me run through them because I'll be going back and forth with Shane all damn night. Yimmy, no doubt, keep cooking. Appreciate you. Leonard, Link. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
It's gonna be a short one today, man.
I don't know.
I was on the phone with my boss right now.
Have y'all talked Canelo Bivol? We gonna get to that.
We getting ready to go now.
Lenore Thomas Crawford didn't flip no switch. You could tell Crawford was coming on stronger and stronger. Was no switch regardless. YSM, big shout out to you, bro. People misconstrue overrated with unproven. That's a fact. That's what I said.
No,
Well, YSM, hold on, Shay. YSM is not people. That's Sean Porter. Because if those were Sean Porter's words, that's why we having the discussion. So we got to direct that particular statement to Sean Porter.
But overrated is a byproduct of being unproven. Let me tell you what I mean. You're unproven about being that you have a good chin. For example, I'm not talking about Boots. I just mean in general. Some people say, "Oh, this person doesn't have a good chin," or he has a good chin, or automatically in their mind they think he has a good chin until he gets hit. You see my point? So, being overrated is a byproduct of being unproven. There's a lot of things we don't know about Boots, and we've given him a status that we don't know if he's ready for that status, and he's unproven. And until he proves it, he might not deserve the status that we're giving him. That's being overrated. You see my point? Like Blunt putting him pound for pound, for example.
Stop using me in your references in a negative format.
But the thing is, though, the one thing I will say about Blunt, he consistently puts guys that's technically unproven in his list. So I can't knock it. I can't even knock it. He's consistent, and that's all I really ask for. At the end of the day,
my guys is unproven and overrated. Okay.
No, I didn't say. I said unproven.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm using. I see both words right here in front of me.
Yeah. It's but like I said, like he's consistent though. So ultimately, I can't give him too much smoke. Lenora said, "So much wrongness in this convo. LOL. I got a lot I want to say, bro. You may not get in this one. Probably tomorrow. We can. The topic's so big. We're gonna double back up. Bro. Number one grinder in the building. What's going on, bro? Lenora Thomas. LOL. Well, whoever stays on, let's talk.
I don't know. I don't even know what this guy wants to say. Majority of the time, this guy just trying to come up.
He trying to get it. He tries to come at you. He don't come. He don't. I told you it used to be for the people that's new. Like Vlog used to be the guy that everybody came at. Then time went on. Then Shane just became the target. So like every show, I'm expecting somebody to come in here and get at Shane at some point. Like you know what I'm saying. So yeah, man. But it's just. Boots hasn't had the defining fight yet. I think we can all agree on that. He hasn't had the defining fight, and I hope he gets the defining fight. But usually guys this talented, the top guys that can give him that defining fight, a lot of times they duck. You know what I mean? And I just hope that's not the case. I hope he gets his Spence opportunity. I hope he gets his Bud opportunity. I hope he gets, a Keith Thurman opportunity. You know what I mean? Even if Sean decided to come back, a Sean opportunity. Like I want to see him get
eventually it will come, bro. Eventually it will come. Like as you brought up the Andre example.
I can't guarantee that. I can see Boots winning a vacant belt and he's facing a bunch of unknown mandatories because nobody wants to fight him. I can see an Andre situation. I can see an Andre situation with Boots. I can really see it.
Potentially.
Yeah, I can really see it, man. Lenora said, "No, Shane. You just say incorrect stuff. No shade against you as a person." That's some backhanded. Those some backhanded compliments.
But that don't even make sense. I say incorrect stuff based on your biased and clouded opinion. Your opinion is very, very, very uninformed. So I don't mind being incorrect to ignorance.
Lenore, he said, there's a thin line, but Boots is more unproven and overrated at this point. He said Ennis might get the Andre or Gary Russell type of situation. He won't get the Gary Russell type situation because he's dynamic, so he won't get the Gary Russell type situation. YSM overrated means you have proven that you are undeserving of where you are currently rated. Unproven means there isn't enough information for you to make a proper assessment.
However, you said where you are currently rated. In your eyes, he's currently rated as number one. That's what you believe. You currently rate him as number one in the division. So in many people's eyes, people say you personally, YSM, overrated because he hasn't proven that he's number one in the division, but you still have him rated number one in the division. I'm not saying, I'm just saying that's how certain people can see it. I don't personally have him number one in the division, but I can see a scenario where he beats Boots and beats Bud and beats Spence, but I don't have him number one.
Got you. Chris G, my boxing son in the building, said no. Jeff Andre had 3 opportunities to prove his skills. He pulled out or turned them down.
He pulled out of the Charlo fight. I don't know what the other ones were.
The Charlo fight is known, and that was back in 2015. Outside, I don't know the other two. I don't know the other two. You going to give me the other two, bro? Because I know Canelo didn't throw him an offer. I know that much.
Nope.
And Triple G ain't throw him an offer, and Jaime Munguia ain't never take his mandatory.
Billy Joe Saunders didn't take the fight neither.
Billy Joe Saunders was on the juices. So, Chris, you're going to have to give me some names, bro. You're going to have to give me some names. He said
Derevianchenko and Hanebek, but, bro, neither of those fighters would make him be seen as an elite fighter. And that's a fact. That's just me being honest. If he beats neither of those dudes, he's not seen as an elite fighter.
Chris, you would look at him exactly the same if he had those two.
Adames just beat Derevianchenko, bro. Adames just beat Derevianchenko. Is anyone calling him an elite fighter?
Yeah. YSM said Blunt. Why I said people is I saw plenty of fans echoing those sentiments as far as what Blunt, what you were saying as far as Boots is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
Leonard, we can't hear you, baby.
Damn it. I just thought for our particular podcast that we was just going to kind of use his framework just for the way Porter said the statement of overrated. But if other people saying it on Twitter and all of that, I get it. You know what I mean? You got to prove them wrong. And he do too, because I don't think he overrated. So I totally agree with you, YSM.
Facts. He said, when you gonna talk about this welterweight unification coming up, bro? Leonard, it's so many topics going on in boxing right now. Even when we do a 2 to 3 hour podcast, it's not enough. Like we literally need to probably do like 2 or 3 podcasts in a day. And we all got lives, so we just can't do it. We are gonna get to it this week. We got time because it's April 16th, so we got time, but we definitely gonna get to it. Boots Ennis, the top fighter, is not going. I guess not going to fight him. He should go to 154. I don't agree with that because he's in line for a title shot. That's why I don't agree with that. Whether it's vacant or one of the guys fight him, he's in for a title shot. We covered that one already. Boots can't make 147 forever. He's gonna move up to 154. Yeah, I mean, but he's not even in his prime yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's the scary part. He's not even in his prime. Yeah. Toby in the building. Big shout out to Toby, my guy. Boots will make 147 for a while, at least 2 years. Now, I will agree with 2 years, but he is a big 147. He is a big 147.
Shout out to Robert Costa, who keeps him in shape. Keeps him making weight.
Yeah, for sure. Leonard Thomas, boxing is hot right now. Yeah, it's just fish grease hot right now.
Yeah, man.
Chris G, Boots better get his opportunity soon. Who knows how long he can make 147. He's got the body of a middleweight. Yeah, I think he caps off at 160. I think he caps off at 160 easy. YSM saying someone can defeat the whole division isn't saying he is number one in the division. Hold on, let me finish that, Shane. Spence is number one. Don't put words in my mouth, Shane.
No. Let me tell you what you said. You didn't say can. You said will. You said Boots beats Crawford. Boots beats Spence. You said that. You didn't say can. You said beats. That means there was no room for no. Like, in my opinion, when I'm talking about fights, Usyk beats AJ. You said Boots beats Crawford. You didn't say can.
Hey Shane, can I give one example? I usually wouldn't agree with YSM's assessment. Usually the guy that can beat everyone in the division is usually the number one guy. But Usyk would be the exception. He could literally beat everyone at heavyweight, but he's not anyone's number one right now at heavyweight.
Bro, if I said Usyk beats Fury, then I believe Usyk is the best at heavyweight.
No, read his comment. He says saying someone can defeat can defeat the whole division.
But YSM is lying.
Bro,
YSM's lying.
Listen, that's a whole separate topic. I'm going off of his comment. I'm reading that comment, that one. You can tell me why he's lying in a second. He says saying someone can defeat the whole division isn't saying he's number one in the division.
No, I agree. I agree.
Music is an example of that. The majority is going to say
that statement is right, but YSM's lying because YSM has never said can. He always says will. So there's a difference, bro. There's a big difference. Okay, but when I mean he's lying, I'm only saying that as a joke. But he knows he's using his words very smartly.
He's fibbing.
Yeah, bro. I've had numerous conversations with YSM, where he said Boots will beat Crawford. Will. That's what he said, not can. Numerous conversations with YSM, bro.
Hold on, Lennar. Canelo stops Triple G when he moves up to 168. We'll get to that in a second. Toby, what are Boots' opportunities? He in line for a title shot? Yes, he is. His next fight should be a title eliminator, and then that'll make him a mandatory. Lennar, I thought G won the first fight, and the second fight was a draw. And this first fight, Canelo gonna win by knockout. Usyk can't beat Fury. What you mean?
You said
YSM
he can't beat Fury. Did you say he can't beat Fury? He can beat Fury, but I won't say he will. He has the ability to beat Fury, but I don't think he does.
Yeah, Chris G. Yo, Fury looks like he's coming off a cheeseburger eating contest. That is a fact. That's a fact. Toby says, Shane, turn down your microphone.
It's not even that. I'm just shouting. That's what it is, bro. I'm just shouting.
Yimmy laughing. Vlog, you've been kind of quiet, bro. Get on in here, bro.
Man, let's get into this Canelo situation, man.
Yeah, let's get into that, bro.
All right, bro.
Let's get into it. Kick it off, bro.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. First thing I thought was, what the fuck is going on, Jamel Charlo, man?
Hey, Vlog, explain to the people what's going on first for the people that may not know.
Well, your boy got an $85 million offer, supposedly from Eddie Hearn for a 2-fight deal, Bivol, and then Triple G. Never said what weight for Triple G. So, again, just a Triple G fight and a Bivol fight. Either one, I kind of respect you for Bivol if you stay on that path, but if you take Bivol and then drop back down to 160, 168, I'm kind of thinking that extra enhancements are starting to come back into play, bro, because this is not a healthy thing to do. So if you have to be getting help to do it if you're doing it successfully. So I don't know, bro. I just think it's games, and I think it's capped towards Charlo. You know what I mean? Because if you look at it, if he don't fight Charlo, then he only telling me he got 2 old men on his resume, 2 old black men, and he actually got his ass whooped by one of them old black dudes. So I'm just saying.
Can I quickly respond to that, Shane? I'm gonna let you go. You can make the argument that the route he's going is actually the tougher route. Mm-hmm. Charlo would be the easiest route.
I mean, bro, you are that. So you telling me Triple G at this stage of his career is a better fighter than Charlo?
I said the route. The route.
I'm asking you about. You said that Charlo would be easier. So
listen. So I'm gonna tell you. I don't know what Triple G gonna look like in that third fight. What I do know is I can make the claim that Triple G won both of them fights.
I'm talking about now, bro. I'm not.
I don't know, bro. I don't know, and you don't know because he's been on the couch with us.
That's my point. So we got to go off of what we do know at this point.
But Charlo been on the couch too.
He fought last year, though. He fought last year
against who? That good point.
But in my opinion, bro.
Wow, bro, that's cap.
I agree with Blunt that Charlo, in my estimation, I think Charlo's an easier fight than Golovkin. He definitely ain't an easier fight than Bivol. I mean, Charlo's a harder fight than Golovkin and an easier fight than Bivol. But this is where I would say, I think Bivol's getting robbed, bro. I swear to God. How can you have a fight signed up already? How could you you're fighting Bivol and you already have Golovkin signed up? So that means no matter what, he's gonna win because they already got the Golovkin fight signed up. So Bivol's getting robbed, bro. He's getting robbed.
What you feel about that, Vlog?
Is anything's up in the air when you dealing with that Reynoso camp, man? I'm just, it doesn't make any sense, bro.
Yeah,
you gonna go up and do a snatch job like you did with Sergio Kovalev. I mean, again, if you're not reigning or defending that belt, then I can't respect you for going to get it.
Yeah, Vlog, I guess and when I made my statement, bro, I want to make this very clear. It wasn't a shot at Charlo. Where I was going with it is PBC is only offering one fight. And they're offering a guy that's not technically in his weight class. You said yesterday neither
is Triple G and neither is Bivol. So,
well, I'm gonna get into the Bivol thing. So you told me yesterday that 175 is he shouldn't even be fighting dudes at 175. Am I correct? Am I quoting you right? So the first fight he's taken out of the deal is against the second best.
That's the
175 pounder.
That's what we think. There's no guarantee that
if you can put Tegu in your top 3, then I'm putting Bivol in my top 2.
No, I'm talking about the order of fights, bro. I'm just talking about the order of fights.
Right. So if he so his order of fights is he's taking on the second best 175 pounder in the world.
Bro, there is no guarantee that that's the order. That's just what they saying. I doubt very seriously he's going to.
But you just gave me the report. I'm going off of what you told me.
Again,
until I hear something else, I'm going off of what you saying. You telling me.
Okay, all right. That's what I'm just telling you. What they're saying and what's actually going to partake and play out don't necessarily match up.
Have you heard anything different?
Yeah, we heard that he was supposed to fight Makabu. We heard he was supposed to fight Charlo. So yes, we've heard a lot of different things.
What's the most recent? But we're talking about the most recent report.
So the most recent shit is unbelievable based on past track record. Regardless of whether we can talk about it or not, doesn't mean that it's going to play out the way they just told us.
But we are discussing the article, correct? That's what we're discussing.
Yes, but I'm saying just because the article said that does not mean the fight ratio is going to play out that way.
Listen, that's a whole separate argument, and you may be correct, but we're discussing the scenario, right? We're discussing the article, right?
Again, don't make no sense. If you fight Bivol first and then Triple G, why would you even put that out there? Because that's totally going backwards.
How is that going backwards?
You going up to 175 and then you're coming back down. Triple G is not going up to 175.
He's going to 168.
That's coming back.
So you might as well stay at 168 and fight Bivol. That's what Blunt's saying.
But I'm saying like nobody said that he's fighting Bivol at 175. That's why I wanted to discuss the article.
Yeah.
So he'd be fighting Bivol at 168.
But Shane, don't give me the frown face because we said that Bivol's small enough to go down to 168. So
I know, but wait. That's what I was about to say. Why would he fight Bivol?
75-pound champion. That's
my point.
Can I shut both of y'all? Can I shut both of y'all down?
Go ahead.
Shut both of y'all down.
Go ahead.
How many belts does Canelo have? And this is a drop the mic moment too for everybody that's listening. How many belts does Canelo have at 168?
4.
Can Canelo not offer him a unification fight at 168?
But
hold on.
I'm talking. No, wait. I'm talking about the but I'm talking about the positives for Canelo. Canelo's not gaining anything from that fight.
Bro, did you see Bivol in that last fight?
Bro, you're
talking like.
Hold on, bro. Both of y'all are ducking. He
can. Yes, he can.
Y'all said why would Bivol go down to 168?
No, I said why would Canelo move up to why would Canelo want to fight at 168 when he can gain a title at 175?
Why would he go up to 175 and take the risk when he can bring his guy down to 168? My question
to you is why would a 175-pound champion drop his strap to go back down in weight when you're damn near walking around at 200 something pounds
to become undisputed? That's an easy to become undisputed.
That's what I'm talking about.
Ain't no big dude going backwards to chase undisputed. Then they would do it all the time.
Bro, Vlog, but he said before he would go down to 168. He said before
Bivol said that.
Shane, he did say that.
Bivol said that.
He said that. He said that.
Bivol said that.
How many years?
He said that. He said that recently.
He said it recently.
Okay.
Bro, he said that before. He said that after Canelo's last fight, bro. But my point is, why? But why would Canelo do that? That's my point. Why would Canelo do that? What does Canelo gain? That's my point, Jeff. What does Canelo gain?
$85 million.
Canelo's going to gain $45 million. So it don't matter if he go up to 75 or 68. He don't give a fuck. He don't care. As far as people going down to 168, if you tell me I got to drop my one belt to get an opportunity to get my biggest bag and to get 4 belts, I'm going down to 168.
Not if you drop the mic moment. Not if you can't do it. Who says he can physically do that? Did you see him in that last fight, Jeff?
Bro, he just said he could go down to 168.
What he said and what he looking like is 2 different things, bro.
Is he a big 175?
Bro, he looked like he was about 210 in that fight over there in Russia with that tall.
210 to you, Shane?
Bro,
he's not the biggest 175 pounder.
He's not the biggest 175 pounder, bro.
Shane, that's cat.
Bro, you're talking to someone who's seen nearly every single Bivol fight. I'm telling you, Bivol is
he's not a big 175.
He's not a big 175 pounder. I'm telling you.
Weight was.
I saw this dude fight Craig Richards, and he looked significantly smaller than Craig Richards.
He's not
significantly smaller than Craig Richards.
That's all I'm saying.
I know he didn't even look big in his last fight. Vlog, this ain't even a situation where like I'm trying to prove I'm right. And all that. He's simply not a big 175. Like that's
he's not. I will agree with Blunt though. I will agree with Blunt. In his last fight, that was the biggest he's looked. But I still wouldn't say
he still ain't looked big though. He looked.
It was the biggest he's looked.
Yeah, but he still looked previous fights small compared to other 175 pounders.
Bro, he's not like this. Like he looked significantly smaller than Joe Smith.
Absolutely.
Significantly smaller than Joe Smith.
So I will agree with you in terms of he looked bigger compared to how he looked in other fights, but his biggest still looks small compared to other 175s. But I hear what you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying.
Let's run down these comments.
I got you. The older guys get the less of a chance you're going to see them go down. But we did see that with Chad Dawson against Andre Ward.
But Bivol ain't that old, bro, and he ain't got a lot of miles on the clock, so that's not going to be a problem for him.
Right, but that goes back to my point, though. He would definitely go down to 168. All Canelo got to do is tell him, yo, come down to 168 or it's no fight. His ass is going down to 168, correct?
I believe that.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I hope he don't do it because I won't
be surprised if that fight go down in 6
Fight him at his weight class, bro. Fight him at his weight class. Fight him at his weight class.
I agree. Hold on. Oh no, I read that. Hold on.
Read that.
My spot. Read that. Am I the only one who doesn't want to see another Triple G fight? I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it.
Nah.
Vlog, you want to see it? I don't want to see it. You don't want to see it either? Okay.
I would prefer Charlo over Golovkin every day.
Absolutely. But I'm intrigued by the Bivol fight, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, I say
if it's at 175. If it's at 175. If it's at 168.
Can I meet you halfway? If he makes Bivol come down to 168 and he make Triple G go up to 168, then I'd rather see the Charlo situation.
Me as well. I agree with that. Can we
meet in the middle of the street on that?
If you avoid,
no, that's cool.
Cool. I'm just saying.
That's cool.
Like,
I'm not telling you to go away
I ain't trying to see.
I'm talking about on the thing because we've heard he don't like to fight black dudes. That's been a spill of they little kid.
He fought Jacobs though.
He fought Jacobs.
Is a black Puerto Rican dude. Like he I don't think he considers himself like a black American, bro.
No, but I mean, technically he's fought Trout, he's fought Jacobs, he's fought Floyd, he's fought
Floyd.
Old dudes, bro.
It don't matter. His skin color ain't changed. His skin color ain't changed.
Whose?
Floyd's. His skin
That's
color.
what I said. Old. I said the key word is old.
Yeah, but you said black fighters.
He fought Ellis Landy Lara as well.
And he fought Lara.
Old. Emmanuel Lara, bro. I mean,
this man's Emmanuel Lara.
I meant Aaron Rodgers. Because he a foreigner. That's why I was thinking Emmanuel. Like you brought up another foreigner. These is not.
He's black, no.
So much, yo. He be thinking about Tagu so much, yo.
No, because they're the the coinky dink of them being foreigners, bro. They as long as a black American, bro. That's what I'm saying. The word is that he don't like to fight black Americans. They
I'm just saying he has. I'm just saying he has.
Old dudes.
Lenore Thomas.
Danny Jacobs wasn't old.
Who?
Danny Jacobs.
Danny Jacobs is Puerto Rican. He just a dark-skinned Puerto Rican.
Hey, Vlog, come on, cut that shit out. You and him the same complexion, bro. Cut that
I
out.
said he a dark-skinned Puerto Rican.
Cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm fucking around. But no, that's the fact,
Canelo, Charlo beats Golovkin at this point. I would put money on it.
He said Charlo was like 27.
I would put money. I'd put money on Charlo
like
as well.
27 going on 47.
Charlo would be much easier than Bivol and Golovkin. I think he'd be easier than Golovkin. I don't think he. I think he'd be easier than.
Hey, fam, I gotta get out of here, man. I got to slide back to this gig, bro. Go get this money, man. It was good chopping with y'all again. I appreciate the love from everybody in the chat.
I gotta get out of here soon too, bro.
You understand me?
Go ahead, bro.
You gotta go work, Jeff.
Yeah.
Bro, let me run through these comments. No way, Golovkin built different. If he is 40, man, that dude has rocks for hands. I know, but I saw him in his last few fights. He ain't looked that great. If I'm Canelo right now, having fought Golovkin in those wars, I would rather fight Charlo any day. Nah, bro. Hey, Golovkin's the easier fight. But Bivol is the scariest of all three. Bro, Bivol at 175, he's a problem, bro. He's a problem, bro.
Let me take this next one, bro. Chris G fighting once last year against a guy who sells popsicles on the streets and got buzzed really bad a couple times in that fight. Charlo, that is first vlog, know the F stuff that comes with the Reynoso camp. Yeah, vlog funny as hell, man. YSM, he doesn't beat Thurman, Bud, and Spence. He stops him. But ranking fighters, I don't go by styles. I go by resume. Spence is the number one welterweight. I agree. You know the thing that's crazy? I think Bud is. You ask me who's the best welterweight in the world, I'm gonna tell you Bud. But if you ask me who has the best chance of beating Boots, it's Spence, in my opinion. Chris G, Charlo was bigger than Canelo, so the weight doesn't really matter that much. So you got Chris G, so you got walk around weight and fighting weight. The thing is, he's not used to fighting at 168. That'll be his first time fighting at 168.
168.
Yeah, you got to get acclimated to the weight, baby. Nathan Carey in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said Bivol, the man who has not hit his prime yet. No, yeah. I'm just messing about. I actually like Montiel. His power is real. I like Montiel too. Ty Finney in the building. Big shout out to you. Said, what up, fellas? Big shout out to you, bro. Toby, getting Canelo to go down the middleweight is ridiculous. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna make Triple G come up. Like, he's not going down to 160. Chris G, Bivol weighs walking around in the 170s, and Bivol said he could easily make 168. That's what we were saying. Yeah. He said, have a look at the article.
I would much prefer if the fight was at 175.
Correct. Toby said, of course, I would like to fight him at light heavyweight or super middleweight because I want to fight the best guys, and he is one of the best, Bivol said to Sky Sports. Chris G, Trout was like 27. He wasn't old. Trout did look like he was 47. I ain't gonna front. John Hugh in the building. Big shout out to you, bro. He said, why do you think Canelo does not want to fight black fighters? Is it the idea of losing to a black man is something he can't live down?
He has to live with that for the rest of his career because he lost to Floyd. So it don't make a difference.
The thing is, I'm like, he has fought
black fighters before.
He's fought black fighters. Like, I mean, he's fought Floyd, he's fought Trout, he's fought Laura when everybody told him not to fight
Jacobs.
He fought Danny Jacobs. I mean, he's fought black fighters. Like, I mean, it is what it is. To be honest with you, Canelo's probably fought just as many legit black fighters as Floyd. Keep it a bean. Lennar, Bivol, hardest fight. Triple G, biggest fight money-wise. Charlo, the best of both worlds. I don't know if he's the best of both worlds, but I just think it's a real interesting matchup, though.
Yeah.
My guy, Evis Ngabu in the building. Big shout out to Ngabu. He said Canelo Makabu. I'm not trying to see that. I'm not trying
What
to
about
see
you
that.
versus Canelo, bro? What
Yeah,
about you versus Canelo?
I was going to say Ngabu. You supposed to throw your own name up in there, brother. Ngabu versus Canelo, bro. Toby said
I hope I
Jacob.
get some tickets for that or some
Yeah, absolutely,
accreditation
bro.
or
I need
something,
some.
bro.
Yeah, bro. You gotta look out for your boys. Toby said Jacobs. Yeah, he fought Danny Jacobs too.
Yeah.
Lenore said Charlo fight is bigger than the Bivol fight.
Yeah,
I
that don't
agree.
mean nothing to me, bro. It ain't bigger for me.
Toby said, think people give Charlo more credit than he is due. I don't see the hype. Charlo's a good fighter, bro. He's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, bro. Evas and Gabu laughing. Yeah, you got to throw your own name in the mix, brother. Lennar said Charlo is a harder fight than Triple G fight at this point, in my opinion.
Yeah, I believe that he's harder as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree because Charlo has a better opportunity to perform better at 168 than Triple G.
This is the biggest problem for me. Both Charlo and Golovkin are tap dancing and singing to Canelo's tune. They're in the same weight class with each other. Why don't they just fight each other, bro? They're both champions at 160. Like,
Fact.
you guys are if he fights Bivol, what are you guys gonna do? You might as well fight each other. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me.
Right. I agree. The thing is, bro, there's nothing stopping Canelo from fighting all three of them. To be honest with you, like, I mean, they like, oh, well, he got to pick between the two deals. I'm like, to be honest with you, I'm like, PBC's only offering the one. They only offering the one fight. I'm like, he could technically take on Charlo and then just take the whole DAZN deal afterwards if he wants. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's a nice
run. Running from that fight.
Yeah, for sure. Said that's why I said it's the best of both worlds type of fight. Is he fights Charlo? Got you. Said Eddie Reynoso doesn't want Canelo doing 3 fights a year. They prefer to fight.
Year.
Yeah, they prefer to fight 3 fights a year.
He done it last year. He fought what?
He fought 4. He fought almost 4. He fought 4 fights in what, 13 months?
Yeah, or 4 fights. Yeah, something like that.
14 months. Yeah, that's real consistent. Toby, he has already said 2 fights this year because Canelo need the rest. Listen, if that's the case, bro, if he gives me Bivol at 175 and Triple G at 168, I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it.
Mm-hmm.
Triple G, Chris G, he fought 4 times in 11 months. We was close.
Just know if that fight is signed, Bivol is getting robbed, bro. I'm telling you this right now. Bivol is getting robbed. He's gonna get robbed, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he gonna have to. Yeah, he gonna have to win 10 rounds to get a draw. So
literally,
Lenora Thomas, Benavidez versus Canelo at 175 can be a real game changer. Maybe just as hard or even harder than the Bivol fight. Lenore, I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If Chris G sees Benavidez lose to Canelo, he's gonna cry. Literally, he's gonna cry. But Benavidez
likes Canelo.
He loves Canelo, bro. That's his favorite fighter. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Benavidez is his favorite fighter. Benavidez is his favorite fighter of all time. All time. Toby, if it is a big ring, Bivol will beat Canelo. But if it's a small ring, Canelo, it's
they're not gonna
give him the credit. They're not gonna give him
no matter the size, he's not gonna win the fight, bro. Because Canelo's just gonna win the fight before he even goes in the ring. They don't even make a difference.
Facts. Chris G laughing. John Hugh in the building said Charlo and Triple G don't want to risk losing the Canelo payday, just like Saunders, who backed off big fights to time out to get his payday. Yeah, I mean, that's John Hugh. That's the thing. All of them been like sitting back waiting for the payday. Lennar said, LOL, okay. Chris G, I don't want to see Benavidez versus Canelo because I don't want to see my guy lose. But he got a shot that fight, though. He got a shot. Wins follow the money, man. But the thing is, though, if losing don't follow the money, So if you risk it and you lose, you can get robbed. So you can get robbed. That's what. But see, that's why Bivol didn't take the Zerto fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's a
harder
fight? Or a Beterbiev or Bivol?
Beterbiev.
Yeah, Beterbiev is the more difficult fight.
Beterbiev has the punch power. You hit Canelo with power that he's never been hit before, bro. Now, at the end of the day, if there was fair judges, both of them beat him, bro. I'm being dead serious. If there's fair judges, both fighters beat Canelo. I believe. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, for sure. Bivol versus Zerto would be epic there. That's my top 10. That's in my top 10 of fights that I would want to see
this year. I won't say in all time. This year.
Not all time. Nah, hell no. Lenora says Arthur beats Canelo. Let's get that fight. Tired of Canelo. Canelo loses. He loses to Beterbiev, in my opinion. He loses to Beterbiev. He also said Benavidez versus Beterbiev will be a war.
Benavidez stops. Beterbiev stops Benavidez, bro.
Yeah, but Benavidez.
I was about to say the same thing just said. No fighter who takes a lot of punches is gonna beat Beterbiev. You can't take them shots, bro. This dude hits harder than heavyweights, bro. He's a different type of puncher, bro. Like when you see dudes go down to Beterbiev, they don't have the same response. Like their body is not the same. They're not functioning the same. Like you can see the pain in these dudes' body. Beterbiev is a different level of power, bro.
Different. Yeah, I think to be honest with you, Bivol would give Beterbiev his toughest fight.
Just because you got a good foot speed.
Yeah.
And you just make him move all fight.
Yeah, Chris G. Beterbiev is dangerous because of the power. Bivol because of his skill. Agreed.
Of course. Agreed. I mean, Bivol don't lose rounds, so that's how I know he's gonna get robbed. How I know he's gonna get robbed, bro.
Yeah,
because Canelo ain't catching Bivol for 12 rounds, and at the end of the day, Bivol is the most economical mover in the sport. Like this dude ain't moving unless you make the dude move, and everywhere he moves, he's calculated where his move is. Like this dude don't get backed up on the ropes or trapped in the corners or nothing.
Yo, for the people that's in the chat, man, put a 1 in the comment section if you want to be in the podcast tomorrow. Put a 1. Lenard, don't put a 1 in. I already know you want to be on. So anybody else that
discuss Jacobs on Friday or something. But I don't know when we're gonna discuss that Jacobs.
Bro. That fight.
They're going live for that
fight.
Saturday.
Yeah, we're going live for that fight, man. Jacobs need a big performance, bro. Ice cold in these streets. Ice cold in these streets. Lenar said, plus Beterbiev can cut the ring off on Canelo, so he has nowhere to run. I actually, you know what? Beterbiev does a good job of letting guys run in the shots too. He don't get enough credit for that. Bivol must be economical, the most economical one in the sport. No, for sure. The numbers don't
lie, bro. Yeah, this dude throws punches like he pays for his punches, bro. Like every punch is $100, and I'm like, bro, I ain't wasting this 100. He moves like every step is worth $100, and I ain't moving unless it's 100.
Right.
He don't get trapped in the corner. This dude is an economical fighter, bro. Everything he does is literally to the T.
Chris G said Benavidez beats Beterbiev. I don't want to hear that.
I'll put 100 in it right now. I'll put 100 in it right now.
Chris G, I don't even want to take your money, bro. Toby Jacobs could going cold for sure, man. But can we blame him? Yeah, he got that nice young lady. Yeah, he's sleeping on silk sheets too.
Wait, who was the dude who said that that Canelo stops Bivol and Beterbiev?
That was Edwin.
Who said that?
That was Edwin.
Oh yeah, that was crazy.
Edwin. T. Finney in the building. He said 1, but I'm not sure what time I will get off. Today and yesterday were easy days. Tomorrow will be harder. Bro, just keep us posted, bro. You got my line. Just keep me posted. Like I'll send you the link anyway. And if you could jump in. If you can't, it is what it is. Said Loma has an argument about what? I need to know about what, bro.
You know about the most economical. Loma wastes punches, bro. Loma wastes punches, bro.
Actually, you know what? Loma actually misses a lot. His volume covers for it though.
Yeah.
John Hugh, Joe Smith Jr. has to be the softest option for Canelo at light heavyweight. I'm surprised he is not on Canelo's radar.
But even Joe Smith, bro,
That's a
Joe
hard
Smith
fight.
is a
That's
problem,
a
bro.
hard fight.
He's a problem, bro.
The thing about Joe Smith, John Hugh, is that Joe Smith is going to make Canelo fight off the back foot all night, and that's something that
All
Canelo doesn't
night
want to do.
long.
I'm not saying Canelo still probably win the fight, but that's not the type of fight he wants to fight. Toby, Bivol is an amazing talent, but wow, it is like promoting plank of wood for Eddie. There is no noise.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's a fact.
That's a fact.
True. And I like the way you put that too. Lennar said, I thought we were talking about movement, not missing punches. Oh,
but even with movement, bro.
Movement, I feel like he's fluid with the movement. You know what I'm saying? But Bivol is more precise.
Yeah, that's what I mean about economical. He don't move. Purpose. Yeah, he don't move for no reason. That's what I mean.
Right,
like he's not gonna waste his movement. That's what I mean by economical.
Right, Joe Smith out. Yeah, Joe Smith a tough fighter, bro.
Bro, the dude lands good power. He's got good power, but also his punch resilience is probably the best in the division, bro. This dude's got a ridiculous punch resistance.
Yeah, Joe Smith is one of them dudes, man, where he's one of the few dudes I've seen in the sport that has progressively improved, and you can see it every single fight. Lennar, Thurman looked good his last fight. Man, fuck Thurman, man. Now he cost me.
Oh yeah, bro, you owe me $75.
75 tracks, man. So I owe Shane $75, man. I gotta ship that over to him. But fuck Thurman.
What time do you start today, bro?
Same time as I did yesterday, but tomorrow I got off though. So
all right, cool. We gotta do what we gotta do tomorrow, bro.
Tomorrow we gotta rock out, man. But hold on. Toby said, I do, sir. Got you. Yeah, man, it's so much to talk about. It's so much to talk about, bro. That's why I always like Shane and I be joking around off camera all the time. We be like, yo, like if we could just do this shit like full time and like just be on here all goddamn day, just be talking about shit. We wouldn't do no regular videos or nothing. Like you would just see us on live like 3-4 fucking times a day. You know what I'm saying? Lennar said, fuck Keith Thurman, like Spence said. Lennar, Thurman is a factor at welterweight though. Yeah, I mean he got another fight or two before I'm comfortable saying like he's like right there. You know what I'm saying? John Hugh, what do you think George Kambosos' next move is? Well, Shane and I are on the same page as far as if we was his management team, you know, but that's different. That's thinking outside the box. But I think me personally, I think eventually they're gonna get the Haney fight done. Because there's really nothing else that's being talked about to where I feel like that's where
Toby said he wants $8 million.
Who, Kambosos?
Yeah.
Well, it got to go down in Australia then. If it's going down in Australia and he can guarantee the bag, then yeah. But that's a lot of money, though. It's a lot of money. Yo, how's Kambosos going to make $8 million, but Dillian White going to make the fight Fury? What shit is that? Chris G. Joe Smith Jr. is a hard worker. Yeah, he reminds me of a Philly dude, man. Like Toby, George
hard hat fighter, bro.
Yeah, for sure. George next move is Loma or Haney, but he isn't backing from Australia fight. He wants probably $8 million. I think the zone put too much money on Haney too early and don't have the finances to back the fight. No, they got the finances. Trust me, they got the bag. They got the bag.
They just put $31 million up for the Fury fight. They got to keep that money.
They got the bag. Toby, don't get it twisted. They got the bag. They got the bag. Like trust and believe they got the bag. So don't. You know, I'm
just thinking to myself, bro. $8 million is a hell of a lot of money.
That's a lot of bread for Devin Haney, though. So just imagine if he wanted Tank, he would want like $15 million, bro. I
mean, if it was me, if I was Eddie Hearn, I'd offer him like max $5 million, maybe $6 million at max.
Yeah.
Toby says, have you looked at the zone's financial reports? No, but I've looked at Matchroom's.
Yeah, we've seen Matchroom's.
I've seen Matchroom's.
We seen Matchroom.
Bro, they
Let's
making
just
some
say,
serious money, bro.
let's just say they yeah. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. You know what I mean? But listen, we gonna close this one out. You know the thing is funny, yo. It's an hour 20 minutes, and I felt like this was like a quickie. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The zone currently running at a loss, man.
Yeah, most promotional companies are running that loss.
Yeah,
Most promotional companies are.
yeah, for sure. They got lots of behind the scenes money in the zone. 2019 alone, they down 2 billion. 2020 they done 1.5 billion. Toby, here's
But
the
that's not just boxing though, and that's
yeah.
not just in America. That's they're a global country. They're
Hey, Toby, can I tell you something? Al Heyman, the actual PBC model in terms of like the hedge fund has not turned a profit. Has not turned a profit since they've existed. They have not turned a profit since they existed. They have lost money every single year they've been in existence. In terms of the hedge fund, I want to make that clear. The hedge fund, because you know people will be jumping in here and be like, "Oh well," blah, blah, blah. Say that shit. John Hugh Yard is trying to make the Joe Smith fight. How do you see that going? That is a good
well,
fight.
This is crazy. 2 years ago, I personally asked Tunde Ajayi, interviews on YouTube right now. I interviewed him about him versus Anthony Yard versus Joe Smith Jr. And they didn't mind the fight then. That was 2 years ago. But when I said that, everybody at BT Sports that was working that day, every single person that was part of BT Sports did not want to see that fight. They all felt that Yard was gonna get knocked out. They all said that to me.
That's around the time Shane realized that he needs to be on his own, kind of making his own. He realized that everybody don't think and act like him in terms of how big of a fan he is. We'll leave that off the camera. But yeah, that's a good fight, man. That's a real good fight because the thing is, Yard athletically is so much better than Joe Smith, but because technically he's not that great, it evens everything out. And we seen that Yard can't get past a jab. Joe Smith got one of the better jabs at 175, and he throw a power jab. He don't throw no bullshit. He don't throw no bullshit jab. He throw a power jab, and he uses that to close the gap. Once he closes the gap,
and your success comes in the pocket.
Absolutely.
One dude you don't want to be getting hit in the pocket with Joe Smith, bro. You see what that dude done to Elida Alvarez?
Absolutely.
That dude knocked the dude smooth off the line. You got to have good foot movement to beat Joe Smith.
Absolutely.
Because when Vlasov fought him, when Bivol fought him, that's when you saw the difficulties. Those dudes who can use angles.
I ain't gonna lie. Vlasov could beat Yard.
Facts,
Vlasov could beat
Facts.
So, I can make the argument Vlasov won that Joe Smith fight. I'm a big Joe Smith fan, but Vlasov that deal. Vlasov is that deal, bro.
I want to see him get another fight at 175. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hell yeah. Listen, I put it to you like this: if Canelo was to fight Vlasov, I would respect that.
Yeah, facts.
I respect that big time, like big time for sure. Adrian said, and Yard gas tank is trash, and Joe Smith got a pretty good motor. He definitely got a good motor.
Yeah.
Now Joe Smith did gas a little bit in that Vlasov fight, but Vlasov was part of the reason because Vlasov was putting in some good goddamn work in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But Shane,
man.
Give me social media.
I'm Shane the number one. That's on Instagram. We're currently live on Blunt's channel as well. So subscribe if you're watching on Blunt's channel. If you're watching on this channel, subscribe if you haven't. And if you are, go over to Blunt's channel and subscribe there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm all over the place: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, G5FTV across the board. Go subscribe to my man BoxingFirstVlog. Go follow Shane on Instagram at I_M Shane the number one. The website, G5FTV.com. boxing prediction fantasy league. $550 for the winner is
I got to
absolutely
put up
free.
John Ryder versus Danny Jacobs
John
tomorrow.
Ryder,
So
Danny Jacobs will be on. Toby said his Tunde still training at yard. Yeah,
yeah,
but
he's
they
just
got
not the
extra.
main trainer.
Yeah, he got extra people in the corner with him. But we will be here tomorrow with a more extensive conversation. This is probably one of the shorter podcasts that we do because usually when we get to cooking, it's usually between 2 to 3 hours long, and Shane is only getting like 2 hours of sleep out there in the UK.
Yeah, bro, it's
You know,
crazy.
so it's crazy. So we definitely appreciate what Shane does. Absolutely. But we will be back tomorrow covering a lot of the same topics. We got to cover Danny Jacobs and John Ryder. We gotta cover that. We'll probably talk about the boots thing a little bit more. We'll talk about definitely still talk about Canelo. And I'm waiting on some details as far as Luke Santa Maria. He should be on the channel. It's gonna be interesting to see what Blunt got to say, but
I'm assuming Blunt ain't gonna be on that live, bro.
I'm gonna force him to be on it. So listen, man. So on behalf of VP Shane, Box Your First Vlog, your boy G5 Jeff TV, we will be back tomorrow with episode 58. Yeah, episode 58 of the Goodfellas podcast. So on behalf of the staff, we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.